Hello you guys, welcome back to another video. Today we have a room tour. Yay! I know you're happy. That's the hallway to come into my room, and the first thing that's here is my cute little chair, which is specifically for this bear. Like, I am not allowed to sit here. It's just for decor. And then on here I hang my bags. I don't have many bags, but I mean I do have like a good amount, and they just go here. It's just very convenient, and it also looks cool. And then up here I have a little board, and it has cute little Polaroids. These are from a long time ago, actually. Well, not that long, I'm exaggerating, like 2 years maybe. But I remember this is when my best friend and I made like this cute picnic. It was the perfect day. And then that's also us at a party. And then that's me, a box of chocolate from Valentine's Day. And then that's my mommy, my brother, and then that's me again, and my mom. Oh, and this is my best friend. Very cute. And then over here, this is my favorite space, but this is where I paint. As you can tell, I have a painting right here. Over here I have a couple of sketches on the wall. I meant to cover the whole wall in sketches, but I sort of gave up. And also I think it kind of looks cool just like this. Simple. Over here I have a bunch of dream catchers that I've bought on vacation, like in different parts. They're mostly from like the beach, Mexico, and other places. But this is what this corner looks like. It's so calm. Like, look at the vibe it gives off. It's very, very much what I just said. Over here I have this plant. By the way, my favorite color is green, so there's a bunch of green in here. Over there I have a bunch more plants. I have some new canvases, more canvases, and then I also have some other painting. Okay, so this is one of my nightstands, but it pretty much is more of like an art table. I also just put things in the randomest places ever. I have all my headphones here, a claw clip. I have my huge water paint brushes. I recently got this, which if you like to paint, make sure you get this. This is so convenient, and it makes everything so much cleaner and smoother and less stressful. Okay, here I have a bunch of paint, more paint. At first I had everything in here, but it did not fit. Like, I couldn't even see the paint, so we have two. Now I think my favorite part is my bed. Like, look at this beauty. It's so pretty. I love my bed. The colors, everything's just so perfect, and it all goes together so well. This is kind of like the front view of my room. I love pillows. If you can't tell, I have a bunch of pillows. Okay, on to the next stand. This is also kind of one of my favorite corners in my room. I love to do like little spaces within my room. So this is what this is. Here I have this painting that I did, of course. All the paintings you see in here, like, I did them. Look at this painting. Let me know if you like it. I think it's cool, but I'm very judgy with my art. Here I have 4 perfect little plants on a shelf. My pretty horse painting. And then on this nightstand, there's just a bunch of plants and those flowers, of course. Every plant in here is fake, by the way. Nothing's real. I have this little chair over here in this corner next to the window. Tell me which one you love the most. My favorite out of these 4 is probably the ocean right here. I think it's very majestic. And then I have this cute decor, and I put a bow on it. There was this time where I was kind of obsessed with putting bows on everything, and I ended up taking everything off except for this one. This one actually stayed. And then I kind of have a bunch of things here, like there's so much going on, but it all just comes together so neatly in a way. But I have this cute vintage little mirror that holds my jewelry. It's not very organized, but here I have a couple little trinkets with some earrings, bracelets, and other fun things. My laptop, which is covered in stickers. I have this cool little display with a bunch of fun crystals. These are so cool. Like, look at these. They're incredible. I have another little plant. And then I have this Eiffel Tower that I've had for ages. And I put my bracelets on here. I don't know why I started putting them on there. And it works really well, so they're still there. Here I have this cool box. Look how vintage. Like, I'm just such a vintage queen. Ugh, I'm just so great. I have some cool jewelry in here, which I don't really use most of it. It's mostly here for display. I have this candle, and then this froggy with crystals, another little plant, and this is what it ends up looking like. I love it. This part of my room is so visually appealing. I love the colors and how it's organized. Here I have this, look at how cool this strawberry is. When I found it, I was freaking out. I knew it was gonna be so perfect in my room. I have two little painting thingies, but don't pay attention to these. Another plant. I have all these books, which I've read every single one multiple times. I have this little chest in here, and there's nothing inside. Oh, there's a necklace. I have no idea what that is. I have this super cool vase. It looks so cool. I really love it. And I have just these little, what are these called? They're fake, but what are they called? Baby's breath? Baby something, but anyways. I have another little chest here, and it holds some of my makeup products. I don't use them daily, but it's like some vintage makeup products. Here I have a couple Squishmallows, the baby versions, and then I have this box, which it came with a perfume. Well, the perfume was inside, but I kept the box because it's just so pretty, and I keep a couple lipsticks in there. But this is how it looks. Of course, my TV, which I'm playing this classical music type thing. And right here is my mirror. It's a full-length mirror, and I really like it. Like, this is what I look like. My outfit. It's very chill, relaxing bedrock vibe. More bedrock. Here's my little trash. And then we're back around. I didn't show you my paint, but this is where all of my paint is. I know it's so much paint, but that's how it is when your favorite hobby is painting. You just spend most of your money on paint. Yeah, like, why is paint so expensive? And now it's time for the closet. The huge teddy bear right there. It's kind of scary when it's nighttime, but here's my clothes. It's very organized. It used to not be this way, but my mom organized it when I was out of town, so that was so nice of her. But this is what it looks like. Here are my like long sleeves, and then there is like my cool lace tops. Here I just have basics and tank tops, and then over here is t-shirts. And then up there I just have a bunch of things that I don't want to be seen because they're not exactly like pretty and appealing to the eye. They kind of just look messy, but Here I have some sweatshirts, hoodies, more winter stuff. And then of course here is my sweaters. And the huge teddy bear, isn't it adorable? I love it. On this side, I have all of my jackets. This is purely just coats and jackets. And then there is my laundry basket. And then over here, I have my dresses, which I don't really have many dresses, but these are the ones I've like worn to special occasions that I've just kept. And then over there are some blazers. Here are all of my shoes. Look how cool it looks, all organized. This room tour is also kind of for me because my room is just so organized, so it's kind of like fun looking at everything. But here are all of my shoes. Up there are my boots and then shoes. Here are my high heels. Of course they're on top because they have to be on a pedestal. And that's my closet tour. I hope you like it. I hope this gives you maybe some motivation to clean your closet if it's dirty and organize it. But yeah, I love my closet. It's very wide and spacious. Here's the view from my closet. And now I'm going to show you my bathroom, which is through this door over here. Right here. And that completes the room tour, you guys. I hope you think my room's Pinteresty. Please. But that completes this room tour, you guys. I hope you enjoyed it. I think my room's pretty cool and I hope you like it. I hope you think it goes with my personality or something. I don't know. Something positive about me. Just think something good about me, okay? Okay. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.